Hi, cellos. This is a rundown of the Grotto by Todd Parrish, a piece that's really in B minor, which gives it that sort of melancholy, but not sad, just sort of deep thought kind of sound and just feel throughout the entire piece. A great warm up would still be to go through your D major scale, which will cover the majority of the notes that you'll actually play on the D string. Open 1 3 4 for D, E, F sharp, G, and open 1 3 4 on the A string for A, B, C sharp, and D. You don't go to fourth. No, you do have a fourth finger D as well. So that will really cover the most of the notes there. The only other note you really need to go for is on the G string for that third finger B. Remember, as you can see my arm coming around, when I go to the G string, I'm actually bringing my left arm around, keeping my shoulder down, but just leading with my elbow and my wrist to really get over, not stretching my fingers like this. That will tend to actually allow those fingers to go flat when you actually go to that note. As you practice this piece, definitely practice with a metronome as well. I'm running at 100 beats per minute, which is just a little slower than the publisher recording, but I feel like still gives you an opportunity to still be musical and move with the group. And it still allows for what the composer called for with motion, so it's not too slow, but then again, not too fast either. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and hit play, and this is the Grotto. 1 2 3 4. Right. So that is a run through of the Grotto. And I have to admit, not the cleanest run through I've done of that one, which is a real shame. But I feel like actually posting what's really true and showing you something you can actually learn from your own mistakes. Uh, I say to practice with the metronome because there are a lot of half rests and quarter rests in this piece, and that metronome can help give you guidance through those rests, which can be often so easily missed by students. As I was playing, I definitely hit two strings at once sometimes. So I was doing a double stop, and that comes back to bow planes or bow angles. I wasn't really setting my bow correctly on my string crossings. And so that was actually between A, D, and G string. So I know for myself when I will be practicing this piece again, um, that I'm really going to focus on moving from D to G string. For instance, going into measure 11, I know it's from the A string, but still rocking over, so I'm not too far to hit that G string note for the B natural right there. In my melody, that's really going to be between 11 and 18. I'm going to make sure that I'm really focused on the D and G string crossings to make sure that my third finger is set up for B natural and then going to open D and crossing back and forth so that I'm really, really getting a clean sound on that melody. The same token, later on, when I'm accompanying the violins 29 through 36, I'm really going to make sure that my string crossings, once again, very, very clean, because we will have moments like 35 and 36 where you're dropping an octave. Well, that's great, but you're going from the A string to the G string, and that's a bigger hop, but not too big, but still, it's definitely movement from the bow from here all the way over to the G string. So, I know I'm saying that as a note to myself when I practice, but I'm also encouraging you when you're actually practicing on your own, find those things that are catching you. It might be rhythm, it might be a left hand note. Whatever it is, go there first, practice it, and get it worked out. Then start putting the rest of the piece together. As always, happy practicing and good luck.